and the hounds bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, once I carried down. From those who came up before me, I made a change.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready?
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Come on. Hey. Move it, 19.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Back to 60, back to 60.
Richardson working from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's complete to DK. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chimere DK, 49 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down, as they're running 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Rob, 11, Agate. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, go.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Phil.
Back to Walker on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh in his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
2nd and a couple.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence will throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Silver.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Go. Hey, easy. Ralph.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Deonte Banks with it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Moody good with an extra point. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Red 23.
From the gun, it's Walker. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence. He completes this to Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenneth Walker, 52 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Packers 14, Falcons 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Richardson off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Get it. Panther 60, Panther 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10.
Ready. Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now Richardson. That's taken in by Arroyo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Lawrence setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go.
Straight ahead, Walker. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Decent 24. Stop. Easy.
Now a give, right side. Chapman down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Hey, Silver.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On red. Darn it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Fred, here we go.
They'll try and run Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. This is caught at the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man who hits him in stride. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First down. First and goal.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
11. There we go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Falcons 17. Michael Dixon set to
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
7-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Rocco 80. Go.
And now here's a carry heading left. 60 yards rushing for him now at this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. And Xavier Worthy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, run!
Back to throw. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey,
To the left side, he gets this one to Abuka. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, Dinter. Zach, think right open. Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Rudy good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 20.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now, because as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Sticking with Walker on second down. Only a couple of yards here. He brought down about the 28. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Walker has it. This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Allen. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Cut 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Gets by him and out of the daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Escapes the defender. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. You need to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
This side. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he is caught. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark it down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rip 23.
On play action, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. But to throw again is Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Hernandez. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Agate. Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Falcons 27. Michael Dixon set to
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Falcons 27.
the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Lawrence. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all over, man. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know I just grab a nugget when I can.
34.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Lawrence is
They'll get 4 there into the screen, and it's 2nd down.
a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence now going to move them around.
Hey, I'm gone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set! 70 Timberwolves.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A gain of 47 yards. First down.
There's no rest to my second down. Whenever I get your money up, believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people down. If they done everything that I love, everything that I love. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab.
Okay, break. Let's go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Falcons, 34.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, easy, route.
Trying the left side with Walker. And this play will be blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 38. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
23.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Liking 18.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.